What happens in the fearful mind, it starts asking this question, what if? What if this terrible thing happens? What if this terrible thing happens? What if this terrible thing happens? And we generate and we stew within our gut these acids and these fears that literally trick our mind into thinking we can't change. The reason people get stuck sometimes is they're unwilling to push through their fears, through their discomforts. And the reason it is because they got disappointed, they got hurt, there's an emotional stuck there. And all you can do is you just gotta go, I gotta push into those things. Okay, I'm scared of it, but I'm gonna lean into it, I'm gonna push into it, I'm just gonna keep going until I break through. Don't avoid the fear, don't avoid the anxiety, don't avoid the trouble. They're always gonna be there. They're not gonna go away. They're always gonna be there. The question is, are they in control? The question is, are they at the wheel, or are you at the wheel? Are they captaining your ship, or you're the captain? Are you playing victim, or are you playing victor into those things? That's the question. Apply that. Push again. Find something you're excited to push against. If you're stuck because of your fears, you need to give yourself permission to push into it and to say, I'm gonna get in the ring again. I don't know how it's gonna go. I'm probably getting punched around a little bit by life because I've been on my ass for a little while, but I'm gonna get in there, I'm gonna learn to take the swings, I'm gonna learn how to fight, I'm gonna get back into this thing, and I'll stay in it, I'll get over it. You need to push.
The mind is more powerful if you learn to direct it. If you don't direct it, if you don't shape it, if you don't condition it, it'll mess with you. It's a discipline to say, I don't negotiate with myself. I don't negotiate with my fear. You don't have to feel good to do this. I don't give a shit how you feel. I don't give a shit how I feel. I don't feel like doing a lot of things, but I always do it because I train my nervous system to do that. And if you just develop that discipline, it will free you of so much. It'll help you achieve more than the people around you. Because most people, they want to feel a certain way before they do it. Screw that. Stop the habit of thinking you have to feel good. Do it anyway. Train yourself. Don't negotiate with yourself. The only way through fear is massive action.
It's our job to say, I want to stand out. It's our job to say, I want to follow my own bliss. I want to achieve that next level for myself and for my family. And so push. Set up the habits, do the tasks, set the schedule, get the deadline, have a vision for yourself, get out of your own way, handle what's in front of you, and as you do that, you will start to see that you will accelerate. Your success will come faster, and as it does, it will be less likely that you're going to get stuck again. Get on a roll. It's your time.
You don't aspire to greatness by being known as a quitter. You don't get to the top of your field by being a person who quits when things get difficult. You don't ever accomplish all the dreams that you've had since the time you were a little kid when you're facing a challenge and you say, you know what, this isn't worth the fight. You will never be successful if you are a person who is willing to quit.
Don't be afraid to fail. And don't be surprised, as upsetting and it is and dispiriting as it is, it helps you more than anything else in your life. There is glory in trying, and oftentimes your glory is not denied, it is delayed. If you are challenged, don't worry about it, learn from it, and say, I'm going to be stronger because of it, and I'm built to succeed eventually.
Make a statement in this world. You are worth the world. You are part of this world. You can achieve greatness. When you want something as much as you want to breathe, you will overcome the pain, and you will achieve greatness.
Yeah, you will struggle, no way around it. You will fall many times, but who's counting? If you want to make it to the top, then there will be times you get stressed and things you get depressed over. But let me tell you something. Steven Spielberg was rejected from film school 3 times, but he kept going. The television execs fired Oprah, but she kept going. Critics told Beyonce that she couldn't sing. She went through depression, but she kept going.
When you get inspired, realize that person is made up of the same whatever it is as you. And the only difference is that person is the one who has fought just that little harder. You can dream of these things, but understand you can also achieve them. The moments that take your breath away are the ones that count. You need the downs to make the ups. You need the ups to create the downs. You need to feel the opposites to truly understand the full reality of the life you are living. I don't care how young or old you are, age is a number and nothing more, and should be determined by experience, by what you have done and tested, what you have dwelled in, how many times you have pushed your limits and broken down. I don't care if you've been beaten to the floor, if your legs are too tired to lift that weight. Break through that barrier and create new ones for you. Get back up and live life. When there's a will, there's a way. When you truly need something, you can find a way, and you stop at nothing to reach it.
It is literally at the darkest moment when it dawns. You don't really even get to the next level to your darkest moments.
No matter what you've ever been through, you had to go through it to get right here. There's glory on the other side of pain. No pain lasts always. And when you make up your mind to deal with pain because you know what it feels like, man, ain't a devil in hell can stop what you're trying to do. There's one side of pain that's the suffering and the discomfort side of pain. But then there's another side of pain that's called effort. It's called glory. It's called if you can find a way to push through pain, there's something greater on the other side of it. And if you never tap into it, it's because the first time you felt it, you backed off.
Stop tripping when it get dark and you running. You running from your success. Why would you do something for 10 years then quit? If you was gonna quit, you should have quit when you put your first brand in it. You're like 9,800 hours deep into it. It only takes 10,000 hours. So it's not the darkest moment that's the problem. You the problem. And your perspective is the problem.
Every time you come up to a challenge, you quit, you surrender, you give in. Every single thing I go through, I remember I was homeless and I draw from it. Every single time I'm going through pain, I remember that I've gone through pain since I was a kid. I draw from it. Recycle your pain. Get something from it. You already in pain. Use it. Do something with it. Allow it to take you to the next level. Allow your pain to push you to greatness. Take your pain, use your pain to push you past whatever you can dream of. Take your pain, take the fact that your father wasn't in your life, take the fact that it took you 12 years to get a 40 degree, take the fact that you started with nothing. You recycle your pain. You use your pain. You take your pain and let your pain push you to another level.
You have come too far to quit now. You have invested too much to quit now. You have lost too much to quit now. Get a reward for your pain. Don't cry about it. Don't whine about it. Get a reward for it. I didn't quit. I didn't stop. I didn't whine. You know what I did? I got my reward for it. I don't take L's no more. No more L's in my life. All we do is win, win, win.
One of the things that we have to do as we're pursuing our dreams and our goals is that we have to know that failure is not an option. You've got to tell yourself, despite the circumstances, the situation, I'm not going anywhere until I get the goal. Until I make my dreams become a reality, I'm not quitting. I don't care how much money I have to invest. I don't care how much time I have to invest. I'm going to continue to do this until I become successful. Every time I stand up here and do what I'm doing, all I can remember was sleeping in abandoned buildings. That's all I could think about. But I kept trying, and I kept trying, and I kept going. I was consistent, and I'm standing here today. Every single day when I come, I show up and I let failure know failure is not an option. You can't even let it sink into your brain, not even a second. You have to know that this thing is going to work. Come hell or high water, whatever it is that I set out to do, it may not happen in 6 months, it may not happen in a year, it may not happen in 2 years, but at some point, my dream is going to become a reality.
There is something that can happen to every human being. It's the instinct to slack off or to give in to the pain, to give less than your best, the instinct to hope to win through luck or your opponent's not doing their best instead of going to the limit and past your limit where victory is always to be found. Defeating those negative instincts that are out to defeat us is the difference between winning and losing. And we face the battle every day of our life. Life is a marathon, and finishing is what it's all about. This person wins. Not because they're brilliant, not because they're smart, but it's because they're consistent. It's because they do it day in, day out, day in, day out. And you know what? You just keep doing the right thing day in, day out, and you're going to cash out someday. Someday it's going to happen. You're going to get your place in the sun. You're going to hit the jackpot. It's going to happen. You cannot consistently be good without having some great return happen to you.
Most people go after their things, ladies and gentlemen, half-heartedly. They don't give it all they have. And then they have the nerve to be upset when things don't work out. Give yourself a chance. Give yourself a fighting chance. Whatever you go after, whatever you say, if this is your stuff, pursue it passionately. Let there be a deep hunger in you that you won't be denied. And that when things happen, that they won't immobilize you, they won't deplete your energy. But you know there's something in you that's going to take you to the top. And that this is only a temporary inconvenience. That's all it is. You gotta know who you are. You got to align yourself with the strong part of you. You got to, regardless of the circumstances, to judge not according to appearances. You gotta be willing to go at it with everything in you, pulling deep down within, challenging yourself, of coming back, of making this happen.
We were meant to go out and be battle tested. We were meant to go out and grow over the course of getting our asses beat day in and day out. Those kind of beatings are what define you in life. When you open your eyes to a point where you understand that the beatings that you take, the no's, the hate talk from your friends, from your parents, from your peers, whenever you tell them, I want to be successful, I want more, those are the things that ultimately end up defining your life. Because you come out stronger. No matter what direction you take in life, there are going to be days where you do not feel like doing anything. You don't feel like going to work. You don't feel like doing your job. Those days are going to be there no matter what path you take. But it's getting through those days and staying dedicated to that decision that you've made to end up making it or not.
It is stunning how far you get when you say, here's my vision, I will take a bullet for it. Until you have discovered something you are willing to die for, you are not fit to live. Are you so emotionally, viscerally invested in your vision for the rest of your life, in your business, in your health, in your humanity, in your giving, in your family, in your service to the world, that no matter what happens, you would take a bullet for it? Think about grit. Don't dilute your vision. When you get laughed at, don't dilute your vision. When you stumble, don't dilute your vision. When you feel scared, don't dilute your vision. When you get heartbroken, don't dilute your vision. When you're on the top of the mountain and everyone's saying your best, don't dilute your vision. When you're in the valley of pain and darkness and frustration and you feel like giving up, don't dilute your vision. And don't just do it for yourself. Do it for your family. Do it for your team. Do it for what it makes of the world, because you are one of the rare souls who didn't listen to the voice of their fear. Instead, you exercise the bravery to roll up your sleeves and get the job done.